Do a clap. Another clap. Okay, Chris, I'm actually recording this time. Please be quiet for just 20 minutes. Or semi-quiet. Kind of quiet. Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be drunk reacting to the worst houseplant listings that I've literally ever seen in my entire life. These are worse than the last two, and to make it more fun, I'm going to drink. So cheers. I already got myself started a little bit, so we're just kind of vibing. That made the mic pretty upsetty spaghetti. Before we get any farther into the video, please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Maybe you're currently binge watching my videos and you've forgotten to hit subscribe. Welcome to the community. Also, if you want to join a deeper community full of more people, please join my Patreon, which is where you get access to my Discord server. For just $1 a month, you can join my Discord and join 110 other awesome people who love houseplants and love to talk at all hours of the night. Here, I don't know if you can see it, but right now it is 11 o'clock at night and we have 6 people in a voice chat. They're talking, they're hanging out, they're vibing. Don't laugh at me, Chris. He's laughing at me. They're vibing. If you want to join an awesome community of awesome people who do awesome plant things and also are entered into giveaways just by being my patrons, it's $1. And then there's other tiers if you want other additional content. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting off strong. Here we have a Indu, not Hindu, Indu rope plant, or Hoya carnosa compacta for $5,800. So I'm zooming in a little bit more to look at the other ones, and there are versions of like, okay, so like the one I'm looking at here right now is normal Hoya carnosa compacta, and then the second slide over is actually a variegated one. Do they know that they're different plants, and also do they know that that is a terrible price? This was an American seller, by the way. What bothers me the most about this is I bought a plant that is 10 times the size. It's in a basket over there in a 2-gallon pot. Has a strand exactly that long, and I got mine for $20. Now, if you're not from America, don't be worried. These are not normal prices. That's why I'm reacting to it. This is terrible. This is the worst. Here we have a rare succulent rounded cotyledon or Hulata. This thing looks like candy and I do want to eat it. The price tag is $10,000 for this succulent. Chris, does this look like it should be worth $10,000? Yeah. Christopher says yeah, so I guess the price is right. I actually messaged the seller to ask about the price. So the only thing that makes sense is something like on Depop, where when someone claims something, they charge the price up like crazy to discourage people from seeing the listing. So maybe that's what happened here, but I don't really know. We're here. Drink number 2. Next plant. I forgot about this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you want to know what we're looking at? Today I'd like to auction off a rare aroid variegated Monstera and a Sonia. Established plant. That is pink. This is painted. They painted their Andasoni, IEI. And someone from Australia did send this to me, and they said that it was a real listing. And you can tell that no one's buying it because that is the starting bid, ladies and gentlemen, and only has 2 days left. And also they're pointing to a feeler saying that that's a new leaf, and it's definitely not. And that poor little sad leaf in the background that is just painted and barely in frame. Sis. This is so much better than the peach flavor. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, I thought in the last video someone cutting holes in their pothos was bad. But this is straight just painting your Andasoni, or sorry, Andasoni. Trying to sell it for $3,000. You might as well be one of those people that steals houseplants. My guy. Da-na-na-na-na-na, and we're back from commercial break. There was no commercial. That was just a jump cut to you. Next houseplant. We have a variegated string of hearts, 20 inches long. Rare plant, one word. $310 with $15 shipping. The reason this price is so high is because it's being sold on eBay, so people are just bidding on it. Oh, I didn't notice there was feet in that photo. First of all, I don't think it's 20 inches long. I think that's a really gross overstatement. It looks like it's hanging maybe 6 or 7 inches. Maybe they're counting the basket hanger in that length, but that's terrible. I bought this one for $20, which I would say is a pretty decent price for this plant because this plant is so darn popular and hard to find right now. You guys just gotta know when prices are bad. You can't just bet on this and be like, oh my god, that's such a good price. Like, there's a fungus gnat flying around my face. Get out. This is a terrible price. This is horrible. This is going to a grocery store and the chicken tenders are $100. Terrible. Okay, so this one's not bad because of price. It's bad because of what it is. So this is Philodendron, unrooted cutting. Ships from Massachusetts. Stem size varies. Could be all green or speckled. $12. Free shipping. This is a pothos leaf, not a philodendron. They are two separate genuses, don't get them confused. And it is a loose leaf. This is no node. This is a leaf that's going to die. He's cutting plants off of his pothos and selling them for $12 each and shipping from Massachusetts apparently. And then I love there's photos of it just in a jar of water and then the mother plant. And it's like, listen, if you are coherent enough to put together an Etsy page to sell your plants, you should know what you're selling. So this person is either one of two things. He's either one, clearly trying to scam people because it's clearly a pothos and they know it's a pothos and they're just trying to make a quick buck and they have like 30 of these leaves, so they've calculated 30 times 12 is like a decent amount of money. If they could just sell all of them and prey on new people, then it's worth their time. Or it's someone who doesn't know anything about houseplants and they're just out here selling leaves because they don't know anything. Listen, if you're this person and your friend knows that you're this person and they sent this to you, I just want you to know you can't grow a plant without a node. And you're selling a plant with a leaf and a petiole with no node. And do you know what that means? Sorry. It means that you're not gonna grow anything. And I'm really sorry to tell you this. It hurts my heart. But we all gotta learn this eventually. I'm sorry I'm laughing. And also, I've had a mics and a half in like 12 minutes. Okay, at least this person spelled it right. Variegated Hindu rope. Tricolor. This is a variegated Hindu rope for $350, but don't worry, folks, it has free shipping. Why Ashley is this terrible? I will tell you why it's terrible. The reason it's terrible is because they're charging $350. So when I first saw this, I was like, okay, that's terrible, but not the worst thing I've ever seen. You know, no one's gonna buy that. They're gonna learn. But then I saw this, and this is another variegated Hindu rope Hoya, and this is for $174, also with free shipping. And I saw this and I was like, what's going on? And then I went to look on Etsy, and oh my gosh, would you believe it or not, the cost of a variegated Hindu rope is skyrocketing right now by like 100%. Like, they're selling easily for $70 to $100. Just casually. Someone I follow on Instagram was trying to sell one for $130 and it's sold. See, I thought when I joined the plant community that it was already bad and that things were already expensive, but it's so bad. It's so bad. It's really bad. If you see prices over $100, ask one of your plant friends if that's a decent price. Or if you just like don't know, if you're just like new to the plant world and you don't know what plants are worth, please talk to anyone. Message me, message anyone who has a plant account and be like, yo, is this shit right? Cause this is expensive. I talked to someone today. Let me see if I can find their messages. I probably won't be able to. They bought for more than $200 a Monstera Albo with no node. Okay, I found it. Okay, they sent me this plant. I just screenshot these real quick. And they bought this, and you can see that the plant is cut in a very specific way to where there's really only stem and then an aerial root. And the reason why growers do this is because they know they know that A plant can't grow without a rooting node. A rooting node is what we would call a viable node. It's how you know that your plant's going to be able to produce new leaves, correct? Correct. When people cut them at weird angles, it's like kind of concerning. So this person bought this cutting of this Albo for money, money. And it showed up with these stupid nodes missing. So listen, talk to your plant friends, ask them what's acceptable. They're gonna tell you, okay? Just don't buy something without asking people who know, because they'll tell you if you're wasting your money. Okay, Monstera Deliciosa variety Sierriana, USA seller, $4,700. Here is my problem with this. You cannot prove that this is a Sierriana. A Sierriana is a brand new, super fun, super fresh Monstera variety. It's got a super cool growing pattern. Its leaves are super thin with huge gaps instead of big leaves, and narrow gaps like a normal Monstera leaf, right? Like this guy, like our friend right here, right? You know, I'm terrible at explaining because I'm drinking, but so it looks promising because that is a big fenestration, like that's a deep fenestration, but this is not a reputable seller. They only have 79 sales, not like over 100 or even 1,000 or anything, right? Which is normally what a reputable seller is. The other problem is that I looked in the item description for this, and it straight up says verified Monstera Sierriana. And that's it. That could literally be a normal Monstera because they don't have documentation to prove it. There's no inflorescence that they can show us to prove that it is a different variety of Monstera. It could straight up be a Monstera Deliciosa or Borsigiana, because Borsigiana sometimes fenestrate like that. When it's its first leaf that's fenestrating, it's figuring itself out. It's figuring out who it is and who it wants to be. So it throws in a big old chunk of fenestration in there just for fun. That happens all the time. It happens to my Monstera. That could straight up, and I would put money on it being a normal Monstera that they're trying to get $4,700 from. So some things have happened and we need to talk about them. First of all, this person has taken down their original listing, and you know, I thought that was great. I was like, okay, I was right. So then they posted a second listing. And listen to this. It says, must read, price is correct, do not message, asking for an explanation. This variety of Monstera is extremely rare and incredibly hard to obtain. At Sonia, variegated itself for $5,000 or more. Then they say, Google this variety if you are unaware what it will look like as an adult. You would think that if this were a legitimate listing, they would have the balls to post the mother plant. They didn't post the mother plant. This, and I didn't even think about that when I was filming this, because in the original listing, they also didn't post the mother plant. It is just a fenestrated leaf. That is what has happened, and also 20 people have this in their cart right now without any kind of proof. They've said, do not message me asking for proof unless you're interested. I can't. I literally can't. I can't. Stop. I'm worked up because that's so stupid. If we were gonna see Sierriana distributed by anyone, it would be Craig Milan, it would be Enid from NSC, it would be Mick Mittermeier, it would be not some random Etsy seller with only 79 shop reviews. Like, you can't even convince me that that's a Sierriana. Unless it is, and I'm wrong. Even then, $4,700 for just a new cute variety of Monstera? No. Okay, while we're talking about it, we're just gonna talk about Anthurium warocquianum for just like a hot minute, okay? So, Anthurium warocquianum has been on my nerves lately, because when I first got into Anthurium warocquianum, they sold from $100 to $300, like comfortably in that range, right? Right now, the average retail price for this plant is $500. Why? Why is it $500? Because of inflation. Because of inflation, and there is more demand than supply. There's competition in the market, and things are just gonna get inflated. And that's what's happening here. Here we have Anthurium warraquanum, $510. This would have been $300 at most a year ago. Why do I know? Because I bought one that was like $280 plus shipping that looked identical, and it lost leaves in shipping, which is terrible. Here's another one, $555. Okay, now I can talk. Excuse me. Who said this was okay? I feel so bad for people getting into houseplants right now. There's no way that anyone is gonna be able to afford anything. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, turn on the notifications, like this video, support me on Patreon, join the Discord. They're still talking on Discord. I'm gonna join them in 2 seconds with Billy here. Yes, I named my Ty Billy because of Billie Eilish, okay? Leave me alone. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great night. Plants are for everyone. And see you on the other side of the war. See you on the other side of the war. Okay, bye. See ya.